I did not know about this car until a couple weeks ago, and I've been so impressed by it that I just bought one, and I want to kind of share with you guys why I bought this smart ForTwo Passion and why you might be interested in it. This is my little review. So a couple weeks ago, I was browsing Facebook and I came across one of these cars, and it was for sale, and there weren't many miles on it. I think it was around 30,000 miles on that one that I saw. 30,000 miles, and it was for sale for about $5,000. So it's like, wow, a car that looks kind of new for sale for $5,000 with only 30,000 miles. So I started looking into these cars. I started browsing online on Craigslist and things and seeing lots of these cars available that looked pretty new with really low mileage for anywhere between about $4,000 to $6,000. So that's really cheap for a car with not a lot of miles on it. And my mom said, okay, David, if you buy one of these, then you know, you're gonna die in a horrible car wreck or something. So I started looking into crash tests with these smart cars, and actually they do really well in crash tests. I mean, considering their size, like head-on collisions, they do really well, all things considered. If you get hit from the side in a car, well, you're kind of screwed no matter what car you're in. But head-on collisions, they actually do quite well. I bought this one, and I've immediately fallen in love with it. Here's why. When you drive it, it's like driving a go-kart. Now, for some people, you're not gonna like that, but I love that. It's like if you go to a theme park and you're driving one of those kind of like your go-karts around the racetrack, that's kind of what it feels like. You kind of feel everything, and it takes off in this sort of herky-jerky way, but it's really kind of fun. Like it's very go-kartish to drive. You have to pay attention when you're driving this car. So if you're the kind of person that texts while you're driving all the time, well, one, you're kind of a moron. But two, you're not gonna wanna buy this car because you have to really pay attention when you're driving this car. So I will show you a couple cool things that this does while you're driving. One of my other main reasons for buying this car was the fact that in Nashville, it's really hard to find parking downtown, but this thing can park anywhere. So if you're living in Asia, like in Manila or any city where it's hard to get around and hard to find parking, there's tons of benefits to this car because you can park it just about anywhere. It fits in spots where nothing else fits. So I ended up buying the model called Passion. There's 3 models of this smart car. There is the Pure, the Passion, and then one other one, which I can't remember off the top of my head. But the Passion, pretty sure, always has leather seats. So, I mean, that's cool. I mean, look at the inside of this. I'm gonna take a little look around. I mean, it's really nice. Like, this is a super cheap car, and I mean, it looks great on the inside. And there's a nice little sunroof. So there's a nice little sunroof. It's pretty cool. Little place to store all of your gear. And this covers up.
Oh, also this car looks really cool too, and also the window looks really cool too. Window is no edges on it. I really like this kind of window.
Okay. And I'm totally not making money, and Spark does not endorse me. I just think that this is kind of a really cool car, so I wanted to share with you guys. So now I'm going to show you something I could never do in any other car that I ever owned. That is going to save me lots of time. So I'm going to pull up here and turn around in just this tiny little space right here. Normally, I would have to do a 3-point park, and it would be really a pain in the butt, but with this car, I literally can just zoom right around, you'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Stand up there, Panda.
Yeah.
Stand up there.
See, this space is just this wide.
Up there.
Yeah.
I could never turn around in this little small space and then park. Watch this. And then watch. Now, usually I would have to do a 3-point park to be able to get into that space right there. Show the space. Usually I'd have to do a 3-point park to be able to get into that space, but I can just pull up and slide right into it. No 3-point park needed.